Hello everyone, my name is Jason Nguyen and I'm making my co-op reflection video for Castlefly. So let's get started. So a little bit about me, my name is Jason Nguyen and I go to school here in Vancouver at UBC, and I'm doing a major in computer science and a minor in statistics. My job title here at Castlefly is software developer co-op, and I'm wrapping up my last couple of days for my total of 8 months here working at Castlefly. Also, my favorite font is Comic Sans. I'm just kidding, I actually don't care about fonts, I just threw that in there because I thought it'd be funny. But anyway, I'm going to share with you guys, I guess, the projects and tasks that I've been working on at Castlefly and share any of my thoughts and my experiences and any insight about the stuff I've worked on. Hopefully this will be useful for any future co-op students or just for anyone who happens to watch this video. So let's get started. So my first ever task or project that I worked on was creating an application that can search for images and GIFs on a web browser. So coming into Castlefly, my skills with React were a little bit beginner level, so I had to do a lot of catching up and a lot of learning. And you'll notice that when you are at a startup, you'll have to learn quite a bit by yourself. So I had to learn, for example, React from scratch, AWS service such as AWS Lambda, and Amazon API Gateway. Okay, let me continue. The next couple of mini projects that I worked on was audio enhancement with Dolby.io's API. So for this one, it's just basically an API service that you can use to cut out background noise and improve sound quality of your audio files, which is pretty nice. Another thing was webcam and screen recording. So for this one, I leveraged the Media Recorder API to activate instances of screen recordings or webcam recordings. Another thing was I had to learn FFmpeg, so I had to do a lot of reading with FFmpeg to get it to work, and I had to test it and all that stuff. And the last mini project that I worked on was Convert API, which is another API to basically convert any file extension like PDF, Doc, PowerPoint to just pure images. So notice for all these mini projects that I've mentioned here, this one and this one, there's a lot of documentation that I had to read. And so that's one thing that you have to do, I guess, even if it was a startup or just any other company, is that you have to be prepared to do a lot of documentation reading. And it might be a little bit harder with smaller companies since you might not always have the help around. So I guess that's one thing, is that you'll have to be able to be pretty, on top of it with yourself to like learn all this documentation by yourself. If you're stuck, watch YouTube videos and stuff. There's a lot of resources out there that can help you. Okay, next up, I've also done some pretty big projects. So for the first big project here was audiogram visualization. I've implemented that for Podifly. You can check it out on the application. Basically, the audiogram just is reactive with real-time recording as well as any audio files that you feed it. The next big project was sound effect integration, which was to basically incorporate freesounds.org's like sound effects into our Podifly application, and that was pretty nice. And for the last big project that I worked on, which is what I'm working on right now, is server-side video creation that is synced with transcripted words. So here these words are just like highlighting. It's similar to like videos that you find on Instagram or something. The words just highlight as the audio is going. Okay, so for these two big projects, they took each a month and a half to finish. So these were all projects that I did by myself. So again, working at a small company, you may be assigned to do stuff all on your own, but don't be afraid to ask any questions to anybody, because obviously it's not expected for you to work on large scale projects by yourself. You might need help, so just ask any questions if you have any. The team here is very friendly and they're more than willing to help you, rather than those professors at universities who try to fail you. Just kidding, that was another joke. But anyway, ask questions, it is very helpful. Okay, so do I recommend you working at Castlefly? Heck yeah. It was basically a very fun experience. It was engaging, and I think or I felt that I've learned a lot, like maybe even a lot more than just doing school in general, because I had to learn everything on my own. And it was just like, 8 hours of work every day, but it's just like 8 hours of like learning every day, which was nice. Okay, so let me go through some more reasons why I recommend it. It is fast paced. So if you like a fast paced work environment, you'll learn quickly. Or if you like to learn quickly, this is a perfect place for you. You learn a lot, you learn quickly, and things go fast. Next up, it's a small team. So this could be a pro or a con, depending how you see it. But I think a small team is a pro because you get to get close with your team very well, and you get to get along with them. You can talk with them, and it's a fun experience. Also, I get this like less management, so it's like less of a headache to get in contact with people. What else? Okay, so some cons. Working here, not specific at Castify, I guess, but just like any startup company, is maybe the workload. So for the workload, sometimes you may get assigned with big projects. Like for example, my big projects, the workload could get a little intense because you basically have to deliver something by the end of the week. And so that could be quite stressful, but I promise if you just put your all into it, you will be fine. One other thing is you need to have the willingness and the drive to learn on your own, because again, the team is pretty small, so you can't be your hand can't be held the entire way through. You have to learn stuff on your own and make the effort to do so, and you should be perfectly fine. But yeah, that's all I have for the end of these slides. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, everyone.